Hey, welcome back to the Cable Data Science channel on YouTube. I'm going to do a quick video showing how to import and clean data in SQL Server 2019. The data in question is going to be the COVID-19 data. This is in response to a person I had contact with the last couple of days who had some SQL code he wanted to look at. So let's just start from the beginning here. We're going to go to GitHub. Okay, you're going to search for OWID, which is Our World in Data, COVID-19 data, public data. Now, if you want to know what the columns mean, that's what this file right here is for. We're interested in the Our World in Data, COVID-19 data here. Okay, so you go click on this, then come over here to the right side, click on Download, and then in this screen here, right click, do Save As. And you see it's going to save it as an Excel file. But I've already got the file saved here. It will take a couple minutes to download this page because it's not doing it the efficient way. But nonetheless, you will download the data here. So next we want to come over and we want to import the data into Excel or into SQL Server. So you'll come down to your Microsoft 2019 data folders. 29 is Microsoft SQL Server 2019. Click down, click Import. My system is a 64-bit system, so let's do this. Going to come across next. The data source. What's the data source format? The data source format is a flat file. It's a CSV file. Go over here, change this to CSV, and here's our data. And choose a data source. We're fine there. Now choose the destination. The destination is SQL Server Native Client 11. Now I'm going to select the database. I'm going to create a table in. Sharif Hazar. Now I'm actually going to change this name here, okay? Because I'm going to use the name that the person who requested might take a look at is the table he uses. That way I'll be able to want to change his coding. Let's see how this looks here. So it imported without any errors. Let's go over here, take a look at our data set over here. Refresh, tables, defs. And what that method of import does, it imports everything as a character field. So we have to change date, okay, total cases, new cases, total deaths, new deaths, okay. And there's also, we also want to change population also, okay. All right. The first thing we want to do is we want to check population, okay. So all we're doing here is that we're going to look for three things. We're going to look for uh, the new cases column, whether it's a null value, it actually says a null. We're going to check and see if there's any rows that contain the letters NA. We're going to check for a completely missing value, okay, in the text field. Then we're going to check total deaths for the same thing, okay. And finally, we'll come down. We're going to do the same thing with population. Okay. Now there should be some missing values. Okay, so now we're going to run our quick query here. Let's see how this works. Let's put a all right. Now there could be some errors in my code or someplace. I'm not really sure. Let's see what happens anyway. Oh, I don't need that, do I? Because this is just a continuation of above. You know what? We shouldn't need this here either. Uh, okay. Let's see if this works now. Right. Okay. The invalid object name is what? Table name. So you do see some missing values here. Now we probably should check each one individually. Well, no, because it doesn't say null and it doesn't say NA. So this means there are some blank text fields in here. Okay, there are some blank text fields. What happened to population? Huh? What happened to population? That's interesting. Okay. Not sure because I don't have. I thought maybe I may have had. So what we see here is there are missing values, and those missing values are seen as blank or empty character fields. Okay. So what we'd have to do is, well, it's still odd. How come population doesn't show up here? That's what I don't understand. Let's save this. Studio. I think it's kind of strange. Is how come I would expect there to be maybe a comma here or something like that. Oh, you know what? Probably because I didn't return the population up here. Select, select, select. That's why. Okay. So What this means is we do have a problem with populations, okay? So the first thing we want to do is, but the first thing I want to suggest that you do is come over here where it says date and change this to something different, okay? You could change it to report date, whatever whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to change it to YMD for month. Okay? Get a warning, yeah, that's fine. Uh, and again, let's come up here, let's refresh this. Okay. While we're up here, let's just check dates, okay? Okay, so we'll come over here. We're going to do this. I'm going to check date. Let's try this one more time. No, I did date up here, right? Okay, good. So now, okay. Now you can see this isn't a problem with dates, but so the first thing we want to do is, order table, alter alter table. Over here, do a refresh. And now date is a date format. Okay. Now we're going to begin down here. Okay. This. Uh, now, we want to do update, update this. Set. Where okay, so now let's come back over here one more time. Now, new case is still isn't still a character, right? Okay. So this is now null. So let's come back up here now and see something. Okay. Let's see what we see now. Now the purpose here is okay is simply to show a knowledge of data cleaning methods in SQL. That's really all this is purpose. There's other ways to do this, but what we want to demonstrate, we understand how to use the alter, how to check for missing values, okay, how to check for missing values, and also how to okay, dates may not make any sense at this point. So what you can see here is new cases now has null in it. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and comment this out then. This has already been completed. And I'm actually only going to show you how to do this with one column, okay? But it should work for everything else. So now we got the column converted, right? The final step is now we want to do table. And notice I'm converting it to real, because if you convert it to an integer, when you divide by integer, it's only going to return an integer value. We want to return the percent value. So that's this, okay? We completed this step here also now. Okay. Let's see what happens now. See if you can actually finish converting this column right there. Okay. Let's just go ahead and uh, finish the date portion here, okay? Well, first of all, we got to come down here and do this. We're going to update this to say total cases. Okay. Okay. We're going to run this command here. That worked. Now we're going to try to convert over here. Complete. And as a final thing, we'll come back down here. We're going to say max total New cases. And I want to do one more thing here, okay? See if this works. Now, now, sum of new cases and max new cases should be the same, okay? Because if you do a sum of new cases, it should add up to the last value, okay? In let's change this to so the max of total cases should uh, the the sum of new cases should equal the maximum value of uh, let's see what happens here. Huh. So what you have to wonder here is there a problem with do we still have some problems up here with numbers? Let's come back up here now. Let's take a second look at our queries here. Okay, so this query down here didn't seem to work right, did it? Okay, because sum of new cases should equal the maximum value for total cases. But if we look here, that value didn't make any sense, did it? All right, but I'm gonna leave that for another time. Okay, it probably has something to do with the fact we got like some summary tables. Well, do we have a summary table for weekly? We could, for instance, exclude. I don't know, but okay, nonetheless. So now I know the rest of the process you have to go through. Okay, now I have to go back and run this query for new deaths and total deaths. Okay, so that this does conclude this brief video today on how to do data cleaning uh, in SQL Server. Okay, thanks so much for your time. We'll see you in a few days. Okay.